Everything's
because I was supposed to reach out to you Thursday, sent you a message, and didn't hit send.
okay. That's totally fine. It happens to the best of us. All right. So yeah, as long as you have access to me, you got my number. So just hit me up anytime you're ready. Okay. Or anytime
Absolutely,
you need me.
absolutely. Thank you.
All right. All right, y'all. So thank y'all for making this call. You already know how we do it. What I like to do is I like to go around the board and just try to help resolve everybody's issues, and we can kind of battle or try to resolve everything together. Okay. So, Linda, you always know I always start off with you. How was your weight loss journey this week or last week?
Uh, Me,
Yes.
um, it was, well, yeah, I had an issue. So, uh, I started off strong, and then I think because of the medication I was on, um, uh, I was down 4 ounces on Thursday, a pound on Friday, and then it seems like I stalled. But I know that I had not been exercising. I was trying to relax because I was diagnosed with shingles the week prior. So,
Right, right, right,
yeah,
right. And
yeah,
you know what causes shingles to kind of be released, right? Stress.
stress. Hmm.
Okay. So yeah. So I mean, ultimately, one thing I want you to do
Hmm.
for future references,
Okay.
um, things that are very daunting or taxing to your body, these are the
Uh-huh.
things you need to watch out for. So things like you're doing some form of workout where you're doing a whole lot of huffing and puffing, right? Or
Hmm.
a workout where, for instance, resistance training for some people, things like that.
Okay.
But if you said, hey, you know what, I'm dealing with shingles right now, and I just went for a walk.
Okay.
Walking is
Yeah.
anti-inflammatory, so you never have to worry
Okay.
about walking. But if you're doing a whole blown, workout, then yeah, you want to be a little bit more
Okay.
mindful with that.
Okay.
Okay.
Understood.
And how
Okay.
has your sleep been last week?
Um, Last week, no, it was good. It was good. The weekend and yesterday, I've been up since 4 this morning, so um, gotta correct that.
Okay, yeah. So just watch out for those little things, the lifestyle factors that could also play a factor. Okay.
Right.
All right. So
Right.
my last question to you is, this morning, did the scale drop or no?
No.
Tell me everything that you ate and drank yesterday.
Um, I had started off with my lemon water. I never mentioned that. Lemon water, black coffee, and for my first meal to break my fast, I had a ribeye um, with uh, asparagus, two boiled eggs, and steamed carrots. And then for my meal, because I really wasn't hungry, I had salmon and just a salad.
Okay. What time did you get in bed last night? What time did you start nodding off?
10:30, I got in bed.
Okay. But you also said you woke up at 4 o'clock this morning.
4 o'clock this morning. I was out cold, and when I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning, I thought it was 6. I thought it was time to get up.
Okay. All right. So that could play a factor because if you do the math, that was about closer to 5.5, 6 hours.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So next time, and for everybody, if you wake up early that night or that morning, rather, and you don't have to leave out the house and get your day started, then try to
Hmm.
weigh yourself around the regular time that you regular weigh yourself. And
Okay,
kind of what you see
okay,
then is kind of what you really get. Okay, so let's say you
okay,
wake up at 5 o'clock, but you usually weigh yourself around 8 o'clock. But due to life, due to work, whatever the case may be, you woke up early. Just weigh yourself around 8 o'clock, and kind of you're gonna have a real idea of where you at.
okay,
Okay, but you didn't do
okay.
nothing wrong.
Sounds good.
So yeah, you probably might see the scale drop a good amount tomorrow morning if you get some sleep.
Okay,
Okay,
will do.
so get in bed by 10
Uh,
if you can.
I have every intention. I have every intention.
Okay, yeah, and now I mean you gotta be all the way asleep by 10, but you want to be in bed at 10. All right,
No, I want to
by
be in
10.
bed
Okay,
by 10. Yeah.
all right. Um, Tanisha, how you doing? Well, you driving. Can you do two things at once?
I'm fine.
Okay, you good?
Yeah, I just pulled in, so
Okay.
I'm
All right.
good.
All right. That's good. That's good. So talk to me. So I know you're fairly new on this program. Okay. So this morning, did the scale drop or no?
No,
Okay. All right. So now, what was your stick color this morning?
it was still like I want to say a beige color. It's still recognized trace.
Okay. All right. So now, what I want you to do is tell me everything that you ate and drank yesterday, from start to finish.
So I started my day with a cup of black coffee. I did my ginger lemon tea. I did two fried eggs with salt and pepper, and I did the two sausage patties and a fruit cup, which consisted of grapes, cantaloupe, and honeydew melon.
Okay.
And remember, you texted me. You told me I was not eating enough.
Okay.
So I don't think I my intake was good enough yesterday. And then for dinner, I did a ribeye steak and broccoli.
Okay. Was that it?
Yes.
So outside of your tea and your coffee, everything else that you drink was water? Okay.
Yes.
Now, what time did you get into bed last night? What time did you start actually nodding off? And what time did you wake up this morning?
I got into bed at 8 o'clock and I was knocked out instantly. And typically I wake up around 4:45 in the morning because my body naturally does that because that's what time I get up to get ready for work.
Okay. So, Kamaya, y'all joined the program around the same time, right? So
Mm-hmm.
now, if you would have to tell Tanisha what could she possibly do, even though it's small, different so that could possibly see the scale drop more, what would it have been?
Mm, you talking about from yesterday,
Yeah,
or you talking
from
about
what
the
you ate.
overall?
Do you remember
I
what you
mean,
ate?
probably. I don't remember everything. That's why I was like, let me think. What all did she eat?
I had two fried eggs, two
Okay,
sausage patties, and a fruit cup for breakfast. And then for dinner, I had a ribeye steak and broccoli.
probably cut out them that fruit
Okay.
a little bit. I mean, that's the only I can think of, unless she eats more.
Okay. Now, if you know you was having a ribeye, when should you have a ribeye?
The first meal.
First meal, Tanisha. Okay. So even like Linda said she had the exact same thing you had, essentially. Y'all had a ribeye at the same duration or at the same day. But Linda had it as her first meal. So now she's giving her body more time to metabolize what she ate. Okay? You start off your day naturally with something that's convenient, right? Which is the two eggs. There's nothing wrong with the two eggs. But now, if I told you you can only eat two eggs in this fruit cup and you can't eat nothing else for the rest of the day, would you be okay? Or would you be starving to death?
Starving.
There you go. Okay? So I want you to have your biggest meal first. So now let me ask you one question. What time did you prepare this ribeye or you bought it out somewhere?
What'd you say?
What time did you prepare this ribeye or did you buy it out?
No, I prepared it and I cooked it around 6 o'clock.
PM. So, based off your lifestyle, it will be in your best interest to really prepare your first meal of the day at night. And then you bring that with you to work. So then let's say hypothetically you're like, all right, well, I'm making this ribeye and it's supposed to be basically last me for a day, right? Then what I would say is cut that ribeye in half, bring half that ribeye with you and have steak and eggs. Do you see what I'm saying? You having two eggs by itself is literally like 140 calories. Even though we don't care about calories, right? But eggs by itself is naturally never supposed to be like the star attraction of the plate. That's why when you pay attention, if you go, hypothetically, you go to brunch with your girls. You get two eggs with a fruit cup. And they say $20. What you gonna say? Eyes get big now,
Crazy.
Well,
right?
my eyes first. Yeah,
You see what I'm
the
saying? But
rest of
now,
it.
if you said 2 eggs, 4 ounces of steak, fruit cup, $20. What you gonna say now?
Yeah, now we talking.
Now we are talking, right? So, if you are a lady or a woman who realizes that, okay, I always usually naturally prepare my biggest meal later, then you should use that big meal to prepare it at that time, but you're going to save majority of the leftovers for your first meal. Okay? So I'm going to be honest with you, Tanisha. Yesterday, from what I seen and from what I heard, that was the best meal you prepared yesterday, or the best meal you had on this program. Now it's about timing of the meal.
Okay.
Okay? If you're dating a dude and then after 10 years, he's like, you know what? I think I'm ready to get married. And you try to propose to you now. You going to accept the proposal?
No.
Exactly. Okay? I see everybody else shake their head no. Okay? But now, let's say hypothetically, after 2 years or 3 years, he's like, you know what? I think I want to get married. Would you accept the proposal?
Yeah.
Okay. Timing matters. That's why I want you to have your biggest meal today first. Not the most convenient meal. You see what I'm saying? All right.
Yeah.
So that's why some women, they starting off their day. Matter of fact, Linda, when did you prepare the steak?
Uh, in the afternoon,
Afternoon,
1
right?
o'clock.
The
Yeah, one
same day
o'clock.
that you had it, right?
Yeah,
But
and
do you
then
work from
I
home?
ate it too. Yeah, I work from home.
Tanisha, do you work from home?
No.
Exactly. So that's why you gotta accommodate your lifestyle a little bit. You see what I'm saying? So biggest meal always lasts. Like even like me right now, just to give you an idea, I know my girl is preparing sweet potatoes and ground beef later. Right? Now, after this call, it's gonna be like 7:30, 8 o'clock. So I might eat some, but I'm gonna eat the bulk of that as my first meal because it's sweet potatoes and ground beef. You see what I'm saying? And a sweet potato is very high in carbs. Doesn't make sense for me to have something very high in carbs with my last meal of the day. If my goal is to see the scale drop. Okay? Now also the last thing I'm gonna point out to you is once again you had a fruit cup. Did you purchase this fruit cup? Like was it like already like a prepared fruit cup or you made it yourself? I don't know if I went out. Can y'all?
You
I
muted.
can see you, but I can't hear you.
I'm good now?
You're muted.
You're muted.
Alright, that's what I get from doing it outside. Y'all can hear me now, right?
You still sound robotic.
Robotic?
Exactly.
Kamaya, that's gonna be our
All right.
little
Okay.
Continue.
Now or no?
yeah.
Yeah, that's what it does.
Okay. Alright, let me try this.
I
Alright.
had to connect to your hotspot or something.
I'm actually connected to my hotspot. That's why it's crazy.
Yeah. Thanks.
Alright, yeah, so thank AT&T, y'all. Alright, so Tanisha, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, so I'm going to show you something real quick. Now, out of all the fruit that you just named inside your fruit cup, what's your favorite fruit?
Grapes.
I know. Okay? So now what I'm going to do is Google grapes nutrition facts. Alright? So now, Tanisha, what I want you to do is tell me the 6 main things you paid attention to.
Let me see here. Total carbohydrates minus the dietary fiber, the total fat,
Good?
protein.
Good. One more.
And you said we're really not worried about calories.
Right. So what's above the calories?
So total carbohydrates. Calorie. Serving size?
Serving size. Okay? So
Or the fat. The fat.
So you said fat. Okay, so serving size, total fat, total carbohydrates, dietary fiber, sugar, protein. Okay? But you said them all. So now, how many net carbs, give or take, you can round up, do you see in grapes?
You breaking up. I couldn't hear the question totally.
Okay, I'm breaking up still. All right. How many net
Okay.
carbs is in
Yeah.
grapes?
$28.96.
Okay. Minus what?
The dietary fiber, which would be 1.4 grams.
Okay, so 28, or we can round up, 29 minus 2 is what?
27.
27. That 1 cup is about 8 to 10 grapes.
No, can I interject? No,
Go for it.
because it was a mixed fruit cup, so it was like 4 grapes in there.
Okay.
Like the fruit cup was like it was probably maybe a 3-ounce cup of fruit.
Okay. Once again, that's fine. But now, if you're saying that's about half, or if 8 grapes equates to 29 grams of carbs, split in half, that's 15 grams of carbs coming just off grapes alone.
Right.
So just to
I
give
see
you
what you're saying.
just to get you an idea, the most sugary fruit that you can eat is grapes.
Grapes.
Simple. Okay? So ultimately, I just want y'all to understand, grapes, things like, you can see mangoes and pineapples, right? You gotta be a lot more mindful of than anything else. Because they're not coming with no fiber, they're not coming with a lot of the antioxidants and the polyphenols and the little things like that, you know? And it's high in carbs. So there's nothing wrong with grapes. Just the days that you're having grapes, I shouldn't expect the scale to drop as much. I would know. It's because grapes is my favorite fruit too. That's why I did my Googles too. Okay? So I'm not going to hold you liable for something like that because you was unaware. And then you did put in some melon. Ladies, outside of berries, the second best category of fruit are melons. So watermelons, honeydew, cantaloupe, etc. Right? But if you're saying, hey, I'm having this with the expectation to lose weight, I'm going to say you got to keep it cute. Okay? So once again, not a unhealthy choice, not an ideal choice for fat loss. Okay? So now, what did you eat today, Tanisha?
Okay. Today I had an arugula salad, and this was the top of the day. I had arugula salad with roasted chicken, cherry tomatoes, and cucumbers on it with a apple cider vinaigrette.
What was the worst thing about your salad?
The apple cider vinaigrette.
Okay. So you see how you're not guessing anymore. Now you kind of know what to look out for. Okay? But if it's an apple cider vinaigrette, was it sweet?
Yes.
If it's sweet for a reason. The only thing that makes things sweet is sugar. Okay? So, was that the worst choice in the world? No. But if you, matter of fact, let's figure out, where do you get it from?
I made it at home and brought it with me.
How you make apple cider vinaigrette?
Oh no, I thought you meant the salad. No, so it was Chick-fil-A apple cider vinaigrette. It comes in a bottle. You can buy it in a
Don't it? Apple cider vinaigrette. Chick-fil-A. Okay. I didn't even know that they actually had one.
It's okay, friend. It's okay, friend.
Okay. So, and once again, the reason why
he about to put me in the corner. I already know.
I'm not gonna put you in the corner. I just want y'all to be fully aware of what y'all putting inside your body. Do you see what I'm saying? So now if you're saying, hey, Trey, I feel like I'm doing everything right, why the scale not dropping? I'm going to say it's this. Okay? So the apple cider vinaigrette, 19 grams of fat, 16 grams of carbs. And this is for this little ass packet. That is equivalent, by the way, to 2 tablespoons. Did you only use 2 tablespoons?
Yeah, I say yeah, because I was drizzling. I'm not gonna lie, I was drizzling.
2 tablespoons worth of
Somebody
drizzling?
don't laugh.
Okay. So
Yeah,
that's why.
probably under 2 tablespoons. I was
All right, man. Look,
okay, okay, okay,
Sunday was 2 days ago. Don't lie on the
okay.
Lord's Day. Or 2 days after the Lord's Day. Okay? So,
I won't.
more of the story is I just want you to be very, very mindful with these little things because you said the arugula, you said you had cherry tomatoes, you had roasted chicken. That was literally a perfect meal. But the dressing is always going to mess it up. Okay? Because now, hypothetically, let's say you used 4 tablespoons because you was eyeballing it. Because that's what black people do. We eyeball. Right? Watch this. Medium fry McDonald's. Nutrition facts. If I look at the nutrition facts for McDonald's fries, right? This one says 380 calories. The 4 tablespoons of your vinaigrette was 460. So already it's healthier. It said 19 grams of fat. Your sauce alone for 2 tablespoons was 19 grams of fat. 48 grams of carbs though. Okay. But in your 4 tablespoons, once again, if you're just doing the 4 tablespoons, that was 32 grams of carbs. Would you rather have a whole medium fry? Or you're out in the wilderness walking around with apple cider vinaigrette in your pocket and you take it at a time like that? Which one would you rather do?
I have the medium
You
fry.
see what I'm saying, y'all? So you already know I'm being facetious, right? Nobody's walking around in the wilderness with some dressing. But you're better off doing that because ultimately these things add up faster than actual food. That's why I say the worst part of any meal is the sauces or oils. So you had the right idea, once again. And once again, I can still, depending on how you end your day, you can still probably expect the scale to drop. But now you definitely got to keep it cute. You see what I'm saying? So that 2 tablespoons is equivalent to like now you have almost a half of red party cup of grapes. So grapes is your favorite fruit. I'd rather have the grapes over that. So when I put in context like that, it now makes sense. Right? So once again, not bad choices. Don't get it misconstrued. But the way we introduce these extra things to our foods to make it more flavorful is always going to be the worst part of the meal. Especially if you're not using seasonings. Okay? So on an average, if you're going to pick up any dressings or any sauces, and what I can do, Tanisha, is I can send you this sauce video, and you're going to see at least 40 sauces I tell my clients they can have, but you just got to get these brand of sauces. And now you don't even got to use 2 tablespoons. You can use 20 tablespoons. Okay? Because once again, now I'm going to give you an idea. So if I Google Boathouse Farms, what is your, if you was out and about having a salad, what is your favorite type of dressing, Tanisha?
Italian.
Italian dressing. I don't even know if they got Italian dressing, but let's find out. Boathouse Farms, Italian vinaigrette. Okay, so they got Italian vinaigrette. Okay. Italian vinaigrette nutrition facts. Cool. So now, if we look at the label for this, if my Wi-Fi want to pick it up. So, For the same 2 tablespoons, it's only 25 calories, 1.5 grams of fat, 3 grams of carbs. Right? The irony is, that means, in this sense, if you used about half the bottle, how many times have you ever used a half a bottle of dressing inside a salad? That is equivalent
Never.
to you having 2 tablespoons of your apple cider vinegar from Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
Okay? So here's the thing. Chick-fil-A makes the world's greatest tasting food, but for a reason. The reason why I even know so much about Chick-fil-A is because I used to eat the Chick-fil-A sauce all the time, right? But the funny thing is one thing I learned, once I learned, Tanisha, that you know the little ramekin, that little cup that they give to you at Chick-fil-A? Each one of those got 8 grams of carbs and 8 grams of sugar. 8 grams of carbs, 8 grams of sugar, 8 grams of fat for one. I don't know about you. Maybe I'm fat. I asked for 2 Chick-fil-A's, 2 Polynesians. So that means I'm putting in 32 grams of fat and 32 grams of sugar off sauce alone. I could have just got another medium fry. Context. Okay?
Yeah.
So I can tell that you're improving every single day, Tanisha. I'm going to give you credit when it's due. Now, these are the little minute things we got to pay attention to. Okay? Now, what you going to eat tonight for dinner? Before I let you go.
Chicken breast and Brussels sprouts.
All right. Is that going to put a smile on your face, or that's what you feel like you have to eat?
No, it put a smile on my face.
Okay, your chicken breast not going to be dry, right?
No, I'm using Mrs. Dash.
Okay. What dressings are you going to use for your chicken breast?
I'm not using any dressings. I'm going to coat it in avocado oil and season it with Mrs. Dash and put it in the air fryer.
I'm glad that you snitched on yourself. You're going to coat it with avocado oil?
Well, I mean, not like drench it or anything, but like that's what I'm going to cook it in.
That's why I want you to use the what?
Miss Linda just looked at me like, child.
You see what I'm saying?
Child.
So, and here's the thing, y'all. That's why I ask for specific details, because I come from a black woman. I know how black women cook. Okay? So, that's why I tell y'all to use the spray. But that's why, Tanisha, instead of you thinking that now I just got to eat my chicken breast dry, no, get some sauce, like the Boathouse Farms that we just seen, and now you can use as much as you want. Somebody mentioned in the chat, they're talking about G. Hughes is great, right? So now G. Hughes sauce, one thing that I love, every single time I put my clients onto this sauce right here, the G. Hughes sweet and spicy. I don't know what they did, but it tastes like they put crack in it. Okay? So you don't got to eat it dry.
Crack, but I try to use.
Yeah, so I'm telling you, this one, the hickory sauce, if you like barbecue sauce, and they got like an orange marinade sauce, it's decent. It's great, actually. So if you get the better quality sauces, now you can go crazy with it. Because I know y'all not going to cook a meal and use a whole entire bottle on some chicken breast. But guess what? If you did, it's better than the Chick-fil-A sauce regardless of how you slice it. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Make sure we talk. Schedule a call for at least Thursday. If you haven't scheduled one already. Okay?
Okay.
All right. But good job, though. I can see you doing something right.
Thank you.
Now, who I want to talk to? That's what Tanisha. That's what to. Well, you know what, Catherine? How you doing? And then after that, Kim. I know you had questions for me earlier too. How you doing, Catherine? Oh, you need a second?
Sorry, I couldn't unmute. Hi,
Okay. How you doing today?
doing good.
Okay. So I believe you've been making your own food choices for the past 2 days now?
One day.
One day. So yesterday was
Today.
your first day? Or today?
Yes.
It was today. Today was your first day of making food choices, right?
Today was my first day.
All
Yeah.
right, so let's talk about it. Tell me what you ate so far today.
Okay, so my first question for you is like, I don't know how you feel about this product, but I usually drink a Huel. Do you know the Huel protein shakes? Do you know them at all?
I don't know it, but now let me ask you a better question. Do I
All
want you to
right.
eat your calories or drink your
Yes.
calories?
Well, it's 35 grams of protein and it doesn't bother my stomach.
That is very cute.
And
Do I want you to eat your calories or drink your calories?
eat.
Period. Okay? So the reason why I brought that up is because I already know, based off how you even saying it, was that the very first thing that you ate or drank today?
That's what I usually eat in the
Exactly.
morning.
All because it's convenient doesn't mean it's the best option. Once again, Catherine, your ex is convenient. That's also your ex for a reason.
I know. I'm learning though.
Okay, all right, that's cool. So good choice.
I'll tell you the rest of the day was good.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
So I had that with the berries, and I had that around 1, and then for lunch I had steak and eggs, and then as a snack I had some yogurt. Went shopping yesterday, got some yogurts. CG. I've never tried that brand before, but. And then, what time is it? So honestly, I just got home from work. So I missed my 6 hours. It's gonna be up in 35 minutes. I was gonna have either like oatmeal or cereal. I got some of that Magic Spoon cereal. I got some high protein oatmeal. So I thought that because I'm not really hungry.
Okay. So now, once you had your Huel protein shake, how many hours passed until you had the steak and eggs?
2.5.
Okay. After you had
I feel like that's why I'm not very hungry because after I had the steak and eggs, it was like 3:30.
That makes sense.
3:30. Like I'm really not that hungry.
So just imagine if you would have had the steak and eggs first. That's what I'm pointing out to you. Okay? So once again, ladies, protein shakes are literally called supplements, which means in addition to or to enhance. Right? But if I'm drinking a protein shake, did you work out this morning?
Yes, I did.
You worked out with weights this morning?
I worked out on my Peloton bike and I lifted weights.
At home?
At home.
So, just in general, if you want to build muscle faster, I'll just put it to you like that. You want to start off your day with whole foods, then have a protein shake after that. As a snack. Never kind of like as a standalone. Okay? So the timing is what I want you to pay attention to. Now, then you said you had yogurt, right?
Mm-hmm.
What brand was this yogurt?
CG? SIGI?
SIGI? Is it protein based or no?
I don't remember. I got it because it was not, I think it's like, not that it's non-dairy.
It's 2 G's, I believe. SIGGI.
Thank you.
Okay. So since you sound familiar to it, Linda, is it protein based or no? Do you know? Or was that Simone?
I don't think so. I don't believe it is. It's not like the ratio that I talked about or
Yeah, right.
No, it's a regular yogurt.
Okay. So now, what flavor did you get, Catherine? Vanilla?
Cinnamon vanilla.
Cinnamon vanilla. That sounds real yummy to me. Okay. So let's look at cinnamon vanilla.
Yeah, I can even.
And yeah, so I see K Ren talking about it too. So ladies, just remember that if it kind of sound like they hooked it up a little bit more, they're hooking it up for a reason. Which means it's naturally going to come with a
Hey, you
little bit
breaking up.
more. I'm breaking up. Okay. Can y'all hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. All right, cool.
So I got it. It's 10, let's see. It's 11 grams of fat, 12 grams of carbs, 10 grams of protein.
How many grams of fiber?
And it's plant-based.
Okay.
Can't even find it.
You don't see fiber on that at all?
Oh, yep, 1 gram.
Okay. So this is what based? Carb, fat, or protein based?
Carb.
Carb based. Now, why
Yes.
is it carb based? Because you said it's what based?
Plant-based.
It's plant based. Anything that is plant based, which means it comes from a plant, if all plants are carbs, that means plant based yogurt should be a what?
Carb.
Carb. And the reason why it's most definitely more carb based is because they added 8 grams of sugar to it. Which means that we didn't have to do this. We just asked ourselves, what will make this yogurt fly off the shelves a little bit faster? Oh yeah, I know. We could just go ahead and drop 2 teaspoons of sugar into it. That's what they did.
Are there other non-dairy yogurts?
Of course. So even if I type in something like, let's see, non-dairy protein based yogurt. And I already see K Ren saying something about it too. A lot of my clients love this ratio yogurt. Okay? So if you're sensitive to dairy, ratio is going to be more ideal. Okay? And it's a protein yogurt. And if I'm not mistaken, let me just go ahead and just verify. But I think it's lactose free in a sense. Greek yogurt dairy snack. Yeah. Well, you can't have dairy at all, right?
It upsets my stomach.
Okay, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Non-dairy yogurt. So no, know some ones is cool. Silk. Okay, so once again, all in all, there's nothing really inherently wrong with the yogurt that you picked up. Just be mindful of getting the better quality one where it got a little bit less carbs in it and less sugar in it, most definitely. Okay? All right. So now my last thing I'm going to ask you is, you also said you had some protein oatmeal, right?
I was going to have it, but my window closes in 20 minutes.
Do I care about your window closing if you're hungry?
I'm not that hungry.
Okay. All right. Simple as that. But you know, now you use rationale. You said, well, I'm not even that hungry in the first place. Right? But I don't care if it's 8 o'clock. I don't care if it's 9 o'clock. If you're hungry, Catherine, eat.
Okay.
Just eat something that's protein based. Okay? Mm-hmm. Now, oats come from where?
They're plants.
They're plants. So if it's an oat, that means it got to be what based? It's carb based. So now, just for all intents and purposes, what brand is your protein oats? come from?
Kodiak.
I knew you were gonna say Kodiak. I knew that. Now, when you picked it up, did you pick this up because you told yourself, "Oh, it is protein based, I can have it," or you picked it up because you simply seen protein and you said protein is healthy, I'm gonna pick this one up?
We picked it up last week before I started the program. So I'm gonna blame my cabinet.
Okay, so we kind of went over this.
But it was because I said protein.
Right. So once again, I know how women think because that's how the average person thinks. And that's why I empower y'all by teaching you how to read the label. Okay? Because now, even though they're saying protein oats, are they lying to you? Technically, no. Are they telling you the full story? Of course not. Okay?
No.
So now, if we look at the protein oats that you're just talking about, right? Once again, ladies, this is what you call marketing. I know every single last one of y'all remember that one time you went out on a date, you thought this dude had a little bit of change in his pocket, and then you realized after a couple of days he's don't got as much money he's proclaims he does. Or he's not as has a solid foundation as much as he kind of appears. You know? So, what these people do, or these food companies do, they are going to use these buzzwords to make you catch this attention. But then when you actually look at the label, you're going to realize it's kind of just like everything else. Okay? So this Kodiak protein pack oats, once again, y'all, forgive my hotspot. But how many grams of carbs do you see?
I don't see it. I don't see your screen.
Y'all don't see my screen yet? Do anybody see my screen?
No.
It just has the logo.
No, sir.
Okay, all right. Thank y'all for letting me know. Let me try it again. Okay. And if it don't work, I'll just go ahead and read it off to y'all. All right?
Yeah.
But,
oh, wait, it's coming.
okay.
Sorry. So what was the question?
How many grams of carbs do you see?
Carbs, 31.
How many grams of protein do you see?
10.
Is it protein based or carb based?
Carb based.
Definitely carb based, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think we're going to sell as much if we call this carb oats. But everybody knows that protein is healthy, and everybody knows nowadays in our generation, everybody demonizes carbs. So we're going to say protein oats, even though it's not really protein oats, it's carb oats. But protein oats sounds better, and we're not lying to you because it does got some protein in it. Y'all see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So make sure when y'all in these grocery stores or these convenience stores, even if you have an idea it should be protein based, always read the label. And that's why I teach y'all the little shortcuts, like if you know where it comes from, you know what it is. If I say I come from China, Catherine, what am I?
Chinese.
If I say I come from Ghana, what am I?
Ghanaian.
Okay, and you actually knew the right terminology, right? If I say I come from America, I'm a what?
American.
So no matter how I slice it, that's what you are. Same thing applies with here, right? So when y'all brought up carb yogurt that's plant-based, I already knew it's going to come with some carbs that yogurt naturally doesn't come with, right? Because if it comes from the earth, it got to be carb-based. Now, if you would have said, hey, Trey, I'm using regular yogurt, right? That means it comes from an animal. It's not going to naturally come in carbs. So if they got carbs in it, that means they manipulated it to add carbs in it to make it taste better. Do y'all see what I'm saying? So just be mindful of those little things. But at the end of the day, is this the worst thing on earth? No. But the funny thing is, you got to pay attention to the serving size. Because how many people you know only make a half a cup of oats? Nobody does. That's probably like 20 oats. Okay? So in this case, what is a better brand? This is the brand. If I actually had to have some oats, this brand I usually is the one I pick up. It's gonna be the Red Mills one. Red Mills protein oats. And let's compare that to what we just seen. Red Mills protein oats. So once again, so they're also labeling themselves as protein oats, right? But now, once again, we gotta compare these two brands and see which one just has a better nutritional profile overall. All right. So if I look at this one, let's see. I'm never doing a call ever again in my car. By the way, y'all. Just letting y'all know. I had to try
I
to
was
get.
just saying you equivalent to Lincoln Lawyer.
Don't do that. Excuse me
All
for trying to
right.
get some sunlight, y'all. You see what I'm saying? I was just trying to get some sunlight real quick. It was kind of a nicer day outside. I was like, you know what? Ooh, this is gonna be cool. Bad idea, but it's all good. So, this one, 10 grams of protein, like the other one, but this one got a little bit more fiber in it. 6 grams of fiber. 32 minus 6, 26 grams of net carbs, right? Versus the one that you shown, it had about 31 net carbs. So not that big of a difference, right? But now this just has a better nutritional profile just in general. That's all.
Okay, got it.
All right. But yeah, all in all, oatmeal helps people gain weight, not lose weight. Okay. I'd rather you have fruit before you have oatmeal. Okay. Or if
I
you
put the
ever,
magic spoon too.
yeah, and that's what I was about to say too. You could have the Magic Spoon cereal, no matter what, is protein based. So that'll always be a better option. If you want to end off your night with something a
Yeah, I
little
was
bit
happy
lighter.
my supermarket.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was happy my supermarket actually had a few different flavors.
There you go. So yeah, so just have that. If you want something at the end of the night that's also going to cater or satiate your sweet tooth, go for that. Every single time.
Okay,
Okay?
thank you.
All right, good job. And we'll talk, I think tomorrow. Did you schedule a call?
Tomorrow. Yep, I
Good.
did.
All right, so I'll talk to you tomorrow. All right. Um, Miss Kim, Miss Walker, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. What you
Good.
got going on?
Oh gosh, my weight is like going up.
Okay,
It's
let's
going
talk about
up.
it.
My sleep isn't good at all.
Okay, what's been going on? What'd you sleep?
So I'm probably in the bed around like 10. I am waking up between 3 and 4.
Okay.
I'm up until 6:30. Then I may take a 30-minute, go back to sleep for about 30 minutes, and I'm up again.
Once you wake up in the middle of the night,
hmm
what are you doing on the phone now?
I just lay there.
You just lay there like a vampire, just staring at the ceiling for 2 hours.
Yeah, I just close my eyes like wishing to go back to sleep.
Okay. All right.
Do you use your phone at all?
It sounds like no.
Um, most nights no, because I usually it's certain shows I watch at night, and then after that around 10 they go off, and I just cut everything off.
Okay.
So maybe I'm not giving myself enough wind down time. I don't know. Mentally wind down. I don't know.
Okay, so now let me ask you this.
hmm
You're in a dark room. You have access to no TV.
Sometimes, sometimes my husband may be watching TV, but
Okay. Could be.
yeah,
Um, you live in the house, right?
yes.
Who controls the thermostat? You or your husband?
He does.
He does?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be you. Wrong answer.
Why me? I like it hot.
Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay.
Yeah, I
So
don't
now,
like it. I don't like being cold.
okay. Now, Kim, if there was $1 million on the line and it's
hmm
1 o'clock in the morning, and I say if you guess your temperature right in your household right now, I'll give you $1 million. What would you say? What's your thermostat set at?
Oh, it's like 75, 76.
Africa. That's why you're waking up in the middle of the night.
Oh my
That's too
gosh.
hot.
No.
Y'all, 76 degrees? You might as well just sleep outside.
No, I can't. I can't sleep in the cold. My feet are
Yo,
cold.
that's definitely hot.
That's hot. Come on. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, that's hot.
Friend.
Out, yeah, like,
You
yo, that's too
waking
hot.
up in hot sweats. What's the temperature right
That's,
now?
Oh
that's,
my
it's
god.
hot. It's
Yeah.
hot. So
Yeah. I
Kim,
mean, that's what we.
yeah, what?
So I'm gonna try sleeping. So upstairs we keep it on like 69. So I could try sleeping up here one night and see what it does, and you know how I do. I mean, and yeah, I guess.
Kim, do you sleep on a prison cot?
No.
Okay, so you do have a comforter set on top of your bed, right?
Listen, I literally have the flat sheet. I have a blanket and then another
I
blanket.
know, because you're black. I know that. So why don't you utilize these things? And I know you're not getting underneath these things at 76 degrees.
Yes, I
Yeah, you
am.
crazy. So
Oh
this
my
is what we're gonna.
god.
Yeah, that's
Yo.
you.
I be doing it too because I'm anemic.
Y'all see what? Y'all see what
I
I'm
know,
saying?
but even though I'm anemic as well, but it's a proven fact that when you're asleep, your body temperature drops. So
Yes.
all of that thermal sleeping, blankets, heat on high, you are roasting.
Oh.
Barbecue chicken.
Oh wow.
So you're trying to practice
Baby, you
menopause, and
sweating
you're
all
not even
your
close to
fat up.
menopause. Like, what you got going
I
on?
wish.
Okay. So look, y'all.
Okay.
Just like Sasha said, right? In order for your
Mhm.
body to start producing melatonin, by the way, your body needs two things. It needs a little bit more darkness, right? And your core body temperature got to drop 2 degrees.
Mhm.
So if you're the type of person who goes to sleep but doesn't stay asleep, 9 times out of 10 is because your body's heating up.
Mhm.
Why is your body heating up? Because you're practicing or you're simulating Africa inside your household at night.
Okay.
But the irony is, if Kim was dropped off in the desert can be 110 degrees during the day. You know what's going to be at night?
What?
60 something, 50 something.
Mhm.
People don't even know
Mhm.
that. So even in the hottest climates on Earth, a human brain knows that when it's time for me to go to sleep, the core or the temperature of my environment has to drop. Because no matter where I drop you off at on Earth, it's naturally always going to be colder at night. So if you're in a household where it stays 76 all throughout the day, your body has no idea when to go to sleep. Okay? So
Mhm.
try this tonight.
Okay.
You said you got a flat sheet. You said you got a sheet on top of the flat sheet. You got a comforter set. And I know you got 1,000 pillows on your bed too. Let's utilize it. I want you to
Okay.
set the temperature at 9 o'clock, Kim. Okay?
Mhm.
To 68 degrees.
Oh my. Oh.
And I want you to.
Mm.
Matter of fact, who's on this plane? Oh, yeah, Sasha. You're on it, right?
Doing that. I ain't doing that. That's
That
wild.
scared me. No.
Why does 68 degrees scare y'all?
Mm-mm.
No, there's a level of comfort that I need, but when I'm falling asleep. I think 70, 71 thermostat is normal.
Mm.
For
Mine
who?
is on 69.
Oh
Ooh.
wow.
I think
Y'all
it's
talking about 60s like something's gonna magically happen. Like y'all gonna get frostbite on your toes when y'all wake up or something.
No, but anemia is a
My
real
nose
thing.
might start
Anemia is a
running or
real
something.
thing, but y'all also are a woman where I see high ceilings. I'm not gonna call y'all out, which means you got a little change in your pocket. And I know you
I
don't got
know.
a little comfort set from Walmart either. Let's utilize it. Okay?
Okay.
And how about you get it underneath maybe the flat sheet too? I promise you one thing's for certain, Kim. I promise you're gonna stay asleep tonight. Even though you might be uncomfortable for the first 30 minutes.
Mhm.
But
You know what I was thinking too, though? Kim's body is assimilating a pattern. So it's happening, and it's what's happening is going to keep happening unless she does something to completely mediate it. And that looks you typically when things like that happen to me, like if I wake up abruptly in the middle of the night and I realize the next night that I'm waking up at that same time, you need to usually either magnesium yourself up or
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 glycinate or
melatonin
glycine.
yourself up.
Well,
So
we
yeah.
don't want to use a whole lot of melatonin because the melatonin supplements got a super physiological dose that your body would naturally make that much quantity. So you definitely need magnesium. Okay. But you also might want something called glycine or valerian root. But it's really just magnesium glycinate, which got glycine in it, glycinate, and more glycine. Okay? But once again, what usually wakes women up in the middle of the night, especially around 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, it could be two things. One, once again, your core body temperature is raising. Or two, your liver is detoxifying itself. And when your liver is detoxifying, especially for the women who do not eat enough during the day, when your blood sugar is now being dysregulated, your body starts producing cortisol. Guess what wakes you up every single day, first thing in the morning? Cortisol. And guess what cortisol does for your body? Raises your temperature. You see what I'm saying? So once again, it's like if you ever at any point in time slept outside, you will realize that you're very sensitive to the weather. Like if y'all ever slept outside in like a Miami or a tropical place, you always wake up earlier than you usually do. Because your body sense the temperature raising. So that means that, hey, you need to wake up because now these predators are going to be up around the same time you up. And we don't want to get eaten. You see what I'm saying? So just try it, Kim. One night.
Okay.
I really want to say 67 degrees, but I knew y'all was going to try to stone me to death if I said that. 69.
Yeah.
Just 69.
Okay.
And grab you a Snuggie. You can get on Amazon for $10 if it's that deep to you. Put on the little fuzzy Christmas socks. That's what you got to do. Go to sleep. And I promise you, you're going to stay asleep tonight. I can guarantee you that.
Okay.
Okay?
I'm going to try.
And what was your stick color this morning?
It stays dark.
I know it is.
It's dark purple.
You know, so that's why I even bring up food for you, Kari. I knew your stick color was dark. Because every single time I talk to you, your stick color is dark. That means you got to fix your lifestyle. If your stick color is dark and the scale's not dropping, that means your body's stressed out. What is stressing it out? Maybe because inside my bed, I feel like I'm about to die. I'm in a human furnace.
Possibly.
You telling me you never wake up like kind of sweaty?
Oh, I mean, yeah. That's why I wake up.
You see how she said that naturally? Like, oh yeah, I mean that's kind of normal.
And then I throw the cover off for a minute, and then I put it back on.
Why you have to throw off the cover if it's so cold, Kim?
Can I ask Kim, what are you eating that's having you at dark every day?
What am I eating?
You're sick.
Hey
For like
ladies,
dinner?
this call might end, so if it shuts off, I'm gonna send y'all a link back into the group chat. Just let y'all know.
Okay.
All right, so just look
So,
out for that.
Last night I had like beef brisket and collard greens.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And what else?
And then, that was it. Maybe I'm not eating enough.
That you see what I'm saying, y'all? What I said was the two things: not eating enough, house feeling like Africa. There you go.
Okay. I'm gonna have to use that.
I don't know everything, but I know a little thing about losing weight. Okay.